No, to be honest, when Tekky was in high school, I already thought, there's something wrong.
It doesn't make the most money. So in some ways, I feel like I've disappointed you guys.
Yeah, I'm not crying yet. You got a kind heart. You're very kind too.
But yeah. What I realized is a stable job and stability was really important to you because
Yeah.
that's what you guys didn't have the whole time you were here, and that's what you were trying to achieve. What I'm trying to do now, which is like in the social media sphere, it didn't even exist when we were growing up. It's a very different career to what you guys maybe imagined that I would have.
Right. That's right.
So when like I didn't want to work anymore and I was really, I guess, struggling in those jobs, and then I ended up quitting and then eventually found another job, and then the company went under and everything. Like, what was your thoughts about this?
Of course, I would like to see my children end up with have got a job, a stable job that they like, and and they can have a stable income. I need to know that my children will be fine. They will not be in financial trouble. They will not struggle to live.
Hmm.
But when you have all this, like when I look at you, you can't hold down a job. I say you can't hold down a job because from one job you jump to another, and then prior to that you were doing so many things. At one time I thought you were really burnt out, and Mama, to be honest, I was so scared you go into depression.
Yeah.
I was so scared because I have I know, that cousin went into depression, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
And I was so scared that would be you too. So in a way, for me, like I'd rather have you not have a stable job, like not be depressed, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Rather than the other way.
I think for probably like I worked in corporate for 3-4 years, and I think I worked so long. It's similar to your feeling with grandpa that because you guys had worked so hard to get to where we are and put Gogo and I through uni, I felt like almost obligated to have a stable job that you guys could be proud of. But over time, I think I realized I didn't get any fulfillment out of that. Every week, every month, I was just getting a paycheck. I felt like I was earning money, but for what? Like, I was doing a job that, yes, I was good at. Yes, I was like getting promoted and everything. But at the end of the day, I realized that if I looked at myself after 10 years and I'm making, let's say, 10 times the amount that I am, I would still just be as unhappy because at the end of the day, I've just made more money. And then for what reason? So actually, when the last company liquidated, I think you speak about like divine interventions. And I think that for me, in some way, was one of them. Because if it didn't liquidate, I would have kept working there because the money was good. I wasn't like working crazily hard, but I was so stressed. I was like, I think this is where I was starting to get anxiety.
Yeah.
I think I was could have ended down the depression route, definitely, because it wasn't a job that I wanted, but I felt like trapped that I had to do that.
Yeah. And you remember when you start doing all this YouTube, I knew you were doing something like that, but not exactly because you never discuss or share, and we couldn't ask you anything because you snap at us. It was like a difficult time, but we supported you. We're always there for you, behind you.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know or not, but anyway, yeah. And I remember telling you, Sinte, I just want you to remember that whatever you do, you don't harm yourself and you don't harm others.
I think I didn't want to tell you guys about it because this is something that you don't see success overnight. It's the same as building your own business. You work hard for probably 3 to 5 years before you even see a slither of anything. And I know that's not the expectations you guys had for me. Like I had a decently well-paying job, and that was what you guys were like, that's good. Just keep doing that. I think going through this, we know it's difficult. It's not easy. Like Peter has said, if anyone asked him should they do this, he would like advise against it because of how difficult it is, right?
Yeah. Because I said if we had a kid and my kid grew up saying, I want to be, YouTube, I'll be like, no, try everything else first. And if everything else you don't like, okay, then try. But this is like way too hard.
Which interestingly for me is I think the path that I've gone down. I've tried so many other different things. I've tried starting conventional businesses, working for someone else, and none of them I've been able to stick at long term. I think part of that is like the ADHD, but it's taken me so long to realize being raised where money was so important to us and realizing that money is not actually what I'm chasing at the end of the day. So long as I can meet my basic needs. Yes, do I want more money? If you ask me, yes, of course I want more money. But
Yeah.
if I'm just purely focused on money, which was what my previous jobs were and some of the other businesses that I started, I'm not going to keep at it for the long term, which means I'm never going to get to where I want. Does that make sense?
Life is short, okay? So you need to be happy, but at the same time, we want to make sure that you're not struggling to live. Money, we say is not important, but it's a necessity. You need money to survive. Without money, you can't survive. As long as you're not struggling to live and you have enough to pay for your whatever, and then a little bit of saving for rainy day, it's your life, your choice.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying our content, the best way you can support us is by subscribing.
This helps us make better videos for all of you.
I look at it, your happiness is more important to me than your money. That's why when you and Peter get along, I'm happy because, I want you people to be happy. Like some parents, they would turn their back on their children just because they are like a same-sex couple.
Yeah.
But we're not like that. It doesn't matter whether, like your partner, whether it's a girl or it's a male or a female. We just want you to be happy and we love that person too. Like I would love my own child.
It was actually Peter that helped me realize that I have ADHD. I don't even know what it was, but I was going through a lot of anxiety, and I realized that the anxiety was from being so stressed, always trying to keep my life together, like not losing things, worrying about money, because if I don't pay this bill, then I don't know, I'll get a fine or something, which is in a part, it's like really good. But for me, because I think it's always been so ingrained in our upbringing, it had a disproportionate amount of stress. It wasn't like just go pay the bills. It's like make sure you go pay the bills, otherwise you're gonna get in really, really big trouble. Like 10 times the stress I felt compared to someone.
Compared to me.
Yeah.
So like for me, when I get a bill, I'm like, let's say I get a fine, speeding ticket. I'm like, oh, okay, that sucks. It's like $500. Okay, I'll pay it. But with Tekky, it's like the stress is 2-3 times as high because for him, he's like really like holds money. He's like, and it gets anxiety a lot easier.
Yeah.
With that kind of stuff.
Especially, and it definitely related to money. Like I remember growing up, when we went to the shops and stuff, like the one memory that I always have is like the cinnamon scrolls. We would never buy them unless at the end of the day they were half price.
Yeah.
Then we would get one.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like little things like that. Even when we moved here when I was a bit older, to see you like run from supermarket to supermarket just to try and save a little bit of money. Like I understand where it comes from, but I think that's been my whole life. Like we always need to save money. So like even if it's inconvenient and it like you have a limited amount of energy in life, right? And we always expend that energy trying to save a little bit of money. So growing up in that environment, I think later on in life, I realized it caused me a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I went and I got diagnosed with ADHD, and then I found out it's genetic.
Yes.
It's genetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who do you think I get it from?
Your grandma. Me. I think I have ADHD too, but it's just we don't know what it is, but I need to do something all the time.
Yeah. But even around the house, like we've been back for 2 days, when I interact with you, I can notice more like traits. Like when I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, mom, you need to do this." You might be midway doing something, but you will drop it and go do that thing
Yeah.
straight away.
Let's talk a little bit about like Buddhism. Yeah, Buddhism tell you to be mindful. Yeah, sometimes I can catch myself like I know, like I'm doing 10 things at one time. Okay, then before I finish this, I know, oh, I have to do that one, and I wanted to drop this and go there, but then because I have been training myself, so I can catch it. Oh no, I cannot do that. I need to finish this first.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. So in a way, it's good.
Yeah.
But like I said, Tekky and Koko always have all the bad genes from me. Huh?
Yeah, you have a lot of your
I
family
have a
has a
lot of
lot of health
negative
problems.
genes. But in saying so, Sintek, Mama, wouldn't change for anything. You and Koko, I love you both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as you guys can guide us as parents, at the end of the day, like each of our lives is a journey for us to go on, which
Yes.
we need to
You need to
go
go.
through our own challenges, learn, develop, and like find our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good that you know that you got ADHD, and then like Peter can support you like that.
Yeah.
Tekky never formally came out to you as gay. When did you first starting to suspect that he was not like Koko?
Oh, to be honest, when Tekky was in high school, I already thought, there's
Oh.
something wrong.
This is the first time he's heard of this.
Why do you think in high school there's something wrong?
Because you remember there was this person.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah, and I thought,
A very close friend in high school.
And I was just thinking, you never really had any girls coming home.
No, girls are boring.
Yeah, it was like when you were in high school, I really suspected, but of course, you think, oh, just be a passing thing.
Yeah.
But that was already, I had
First
that.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you were close with, like some of the, like some people, then I sort of, okay.
Yeah.
And then everybody think that mommy doesn't know, but in my heart, I already prepared, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, that your happiness is it
Mm,
matters
mm,
to me.
Mm.
Okay, because like if you cannot be happy, then I wouldn't. I think I worry more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like keeping it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
hiding it.
I think
yeah.
I worry. But I also remember when you were in university in the first few years, and I looked at you, and I actually came to you and asked you one time, Sintek, how come you don't have girlfriend? No girl like you, man.
Mom,
Like,
what? Don't ask. That's such an awkward question. I don't know why you asked me that. Why would you ask me that? Don't go ask that.
then here because like you like I can see all your friend has got somebody.
No,
But-
actually, most of my close uni friends are, have been single for ages.
High school. Uni
Yeah.
or high school?
Because you're already like in your 20s, in your early 20s, like 20. So of course it's you ask, and then
Suspicious.
not suspicious. Then guess what he tell me, Mom? Personality is different. That is what your answer was.
Oh, really? Wow, it's a good answer.
He
That's a good
told me
answer
that,
from me.
and I looked at him. I said, "Okay, Mama, rather you like go out with somebody that you know you get along." And I remember I tell you this, Titi, you probably don't remember. I say, you see, it's fine if you don't have partner, you don't want to get married. Mama is don't worry about it. I'm fine. I said, but you have to understand being a single because I have no idea what path you were taking. I said, but being single, you have an example. Your Diku was a bachelor, and that is his lifestyle. If you understand and can cope with that, it's fine. It's your life.
Yeah.
And I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like the reason why he didn't tell you first. It's not that he doesn't love you. It's sometimes the opposite because he cares so much about your opinion. He's scared of what you'll say.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you were the last to know because he cares the most.
Which I think is in some ways why I didn't want to like have to tell you, hi mom, I'm gay, or like have to sit down with you and dad and have that chat. I just preferred that like I would like some of my ex-partners, I just bring them over and then you get to meet them and see that they're good people, and it doesn't matter what gender that they are, but at the end of the day they're still like good people. Yeah.
When you came out, I say, well, that's the way you are. We sort of need the family to know too, so that they don't make any judgment. But it's not up to me to tell. But that's why that year when you and him went to Malaysia and he introduced this is my boyfriend, I think that's great.
So did you feel like it take a lot of pressure off you?
It's out in the open, so there's so many cousins there and they know, and they're open and they're supportive. So great.
Yeah. One of my biggest worries in telling you and dad was that it's the pressure that it puts on you guys. I felt like I internalized a lot of the pressure that you guys would. I think I knew you guys would be okay, but it's like, what will the family think, and like almost
how will it affect your relationship with everyone?
yeah, I
No,
didn't want to
okay.
put the stress onto
Oh.
you guys that now you have to deal with the family.
Yeah.
Like if they all came
And
to
then
me and had a chat to me about it, I'd be fine with it. But I know that they won't. Like they will go through you and dad, and then you guys kind of have to have that conversation with them.
Yeah.
No,
And like
you
having
know,
them
yeah.
judge you, like you didn't raise your kid right and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
But you know, it was. I already thought to myself when it came to me. I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what other people think. For
Yeah.
me, you are my child. This is what you want. Your happiness is more important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not crying. Yeah, the eyes. I don't know why. It's just like this eye is just like, oh,
It's very dry.
yeah, it's very dry.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I think I don't care. It's not their life. It's not my life. It's your life.
Yeah.
I don't care. But it turns out everybody was very supportive and good.
My family, I felt the same when I came out to them, and then they were like, "Okay, don't tell anyone." And then 2 weeks later, they already told everyone. I didn't do anything. I'm like, haven't even been to Vietnam in 2 years, and you already told everyone.
Yeah.
So when we went back for New Year's as well,
Oh yeah, that was the New Year's before he came
So it's
to
like-
Malaysia for
So he
Chinese
met
New Year.
all of my aunties, uncles, and then
They're
when
all really
we
nice.
went to
I
Malaysia,
don't
I
need.
met all of them.
It's the same. He has too many of them. The other day we went out and we bumped into his auntie, and then I'm like, I don't even know who this is. But she's like, "Hi, you remember me?" I'm like, "Yes."
yeah.
Yeah. So I
Big
think
family.
we are very, very lucky that we've had our own struggles in coming to terms with it, because I think what you need to realize as well, you're raised to assume that you are straight until you figure out yourself. There's no kind of guidance, no kind of rule book
Mm.
to going against the opposite direction of what traditional society has raised you to expect. So like we've had our own challenges, but on the other side, we're we're both quite lucky that we've had families that are very supportive, and extended families as well, particularly extended families who are really, really lovely. There are some, I guess, there are people out there a lot, like my
Mm.
ex, whose parents don't accept them for who they are. Like,
Mm.
do you have any thoughts about if you were speaking to someone's parent who didn't accept them, what would you say to them?
I would just tell them your child happiness is the most important. If you really love your child, you should consider the happiness more than anything. Whether a person for me is a male or a female or straight couple or a normal couple or you know like a same-sex couple, as long as they love each other, they care about each other, and it's what's wrong if they are the same sex too? As long as you two look after each other and then do things together and have respect for each other and don't play each other out.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong, you know. Would you rather your son go out with a girl and that's an affair and then cause trouble to the family? Would you like that? No, you know. You just want your family, you know, like the people in the family to be together and then to be happy. And of course, in every marriage or in every relationship, it's not a bed of roses. Like for Papa and I,
Yeah.
it's a lot of compromise, a lot of give and take. And then the main thing we have to learn is you cannot just focus on the negative of one person. If I were to just focus on the negative of your Papa, we would have gone haywire, you know, his own way long time ago. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. And the main thing is forgiving and then to look beyond the mistake and then don't keep bringing up the same thing again and again. If I were to have an opportunity to meet your ex-parent, I would tell them, your son, do you want to see him unhappy? Do you want to see him commit suicide? You know, you're pushing him away.
And that's actually the reality for a lot of children in families like that. Sadly, like the suicide rate in
Asia.
no LGBT community is
Very high.
significantly higher than
Yeah.
And
than not.
even like I think a few months ago, we had a friend who came out to their parents, and the parents
in Hong Kong. Yeah.
disowned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's a Chinese culture, it's not something that the parent would swallow easily. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I have religion to help me too, because like I said, this could be your karma together. That's why
Yeah.
you know live a life together.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-mm.
all.
Mm.
That's all it is in a relationship. Because whether you got children or no children, that's a different story. I look at grandma, she has got how many kids? So many kids, and look at her age, the way she is now. Is there any children really living with her?
Mm.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in the end, if you two were to live to old age together, or whoever, a couple live to an old age together, me and Papa, we would be needing to be supporting each other.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's
Yeah.
basically what it is in a relationship.
When you guys get old and Peter's parents get old, we'll put you guys in a granny flat behind our place, all four of you together, and you guys can hang out. Over the past few months, years that we've been started doing social media, I think it's a topic that keeps coming up and that people come to us for not advice, but like words of wisdom. So what would you say to a child whose parents struggle to accept who they are?
I think you can't change the way you are. Like if you figure out you're not straight and your parent doesn't want to accept you, you cannot do much. I
Yeah.
don't think you can change your parent. The parent will have to change themselves. But maybe when they see that, like the person, your partner, is a good person, is a decent person, maybe in the long term could change the parent view.
Mm.
But I don't think you can talk to them and get them to change the view. No, I really cannot. I just tell the child, just be who you are, and then you need to find people who can support you. If
Mhm.
your family can't support you, doesn't want you, you just need to find friends who can support you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like don't linger on it too much.
Don't think that my parent one day will come around. Yes, maybe they will come around, but I think you need to take hold of your own life.
Just figure out your own happiness.
Yes, the parent thinks like that. You can't change them. They have to change themselves. What you can do is maintain your own, like if that's what you think, yeah, find your own happiness and get support from other people.
Yeah, I think for our community, the friends that we have are actually very close friends because everyone's gone through this same challenge, this struggle that
Mm.
if you're straight, you don't have to go
Yes.
through. So in a lot of ways, you can never understand unless you've been through this yourself, which is why the community is very supportive. So I think you're right in that if your family doesn't support you,
Yeah, you can't linger
like
and
don't just keep trying to get your family support. Like there are other people out there willing to support you, and it's like family is very important to some people because of blood ties, but like we have I have an auntie or sister who has like adopted foster child, and it's like they take care of him as good as anyone
Yep.
else, like a birth mother would.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think being a family, being a parent is more than just a blood relation. It's like it's about the care that you genuinely show to
Yeah.
someone and the support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
correct.
choose your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, my auntie, she has a daughter. Her oldest daughter partner is same sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know until like much later. But she is also very good. She just said, "What can I do?" And she just accepted too, and make lives easier.
Yeah. I think you cast judgment at the start. Like on daddy's side, there's one of our cousins who is transsexual. You know what transsexual is?
Yeah, they change sex.
Because you're raised to not expect it, you're like, oh, this is a bit strange, but they're not like they weren't a bad person. They were really nice.
Yeah, there's just that's why I say for me, all in the end, like and I say, is the person. Are you a good person or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. That all that matters.
I think it's like very similar to the Buddhist teaching in that if something bad happens, it's up to you to like just like let it go and just
Yes.
accept that it
Yeah.
happens and
Yeah.
just instead of just holding it within and
That's
then
right.
building resentment,
Please,
it's like letting it go and just accepting and going on with life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Go on with life. Yeah.
I think being a good person is one thing, but what I struggled with for a long time, I think I was picking my partners, especially my last partner, on the basis that I would hope that they would they would present themselves well in order so that you would like them. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Yeah. But then I realized that being a good person and I guess having a good relationship is
Mm,
so much more than your career, your
mm,
background,
yeah,
or like the language that you speak.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's true. I wouldn't want to see my son or like the partner is like a loser, I would call it.
Yeah, yeah,
Doesn't want to do any work. I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
see that.
Mm.
Correct.
Mm.
That's honest. I want like a decent person. Like you a good person. You go to work. You can support the family. You can support each other. That's what I want to see. I think that's what every parent's expectation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct. Your parent wouldn't want you to be seeing somebody
Am I a
who is
loser? I
like
don't have a job.
a loser.
Peter's parents think I'm a loser.
They love you.
I don't have a
Yeah.
job.
But you get what I mean, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
because
there's
you don't
some
want
people.
someone to like cause stress for your like son, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes, that's right. Like you want them to be able to help each other, to support each other.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
say good person, that's what I mean. Love each other, support each other. Yes, you have got your argument, but you can iron it out.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you are seeing Peter, and to me, yes, Peter is a bit quiet sometimes. It's a bit.
Yeah. What do you think of Peter now?
I'm very quiet.
He's very quiet.
No. Can you please give me your very honest opinion about Peter?
100% honest.
Yeah.
You're very quiet, so I don't know how to interact with you sometimes. I've met your parents, I think you're a good person.
Can you see he's a bit autistic?
I don't know. He doesn't like to talk, sometimes it's hard and, I really don't know. I don't know what autism is. But all I say is when you're together, I hope your relationship work, make the most of it. It's not, life is short.
Yeah.
Just support each other and love each other.
Mm.
It cannot be perfect all the time. There will be fight. Like, the other day with Papa and I, you saw how
No.
there will always be argument and fight. But like I said, remember to focus on the good of the individual and then don't hold grudges like one night, 2 night, 3 night, then it will not work.
Yeah.
After, like you say, like just let it go.
Yeah.
But I'm happy, like I said, Peter, like you are Syntax partner. I love you like I would love him.
I think that's why my parents like Tekky as well, because I'm very quiet. And then they're like, oh, Tekky talks.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes Peter talk more.
That's true. Actually, yeah. You don't really talk even with your parents.
Yeah. You
He's very quiet.
don't talk. You're very quiet. Sometimes we don't know how to interact, but it's okay. That's you. As long as I know.
Trust me, sometimes I don't know how to interact with him,
Yeah,
but he has a good heart.
he's kind.
He's good heart, and yeah, he tries. Yeah,
Good.
this is the most important thing. Yeah.
Well, that's all I can say. I'm happy, like you too, for you too. But if there's anything, talk it out. Don't keep it in you and brew and brew and brew. It's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The one thing that you've said a few times throughout this chat is that like you just want us to be good people, and at the end of the day, you judge a person by their character and their actions, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're a gay couple, lesbian couple, straight couple, so long as like you are kind and then you
Yeah.
put goodness out into the world. And I think the funny thing in doing what we're doing now, like that's what we're trying to do,
To
right?
help people.
So we might not be making as much money as I used to, but like this is like this is the good that we're putting out into the world. There's like a lot of people who've had it really difficult, and we've had our own journeys, but there are other people with even more difficult journeys, right? And it's doesn't make the most money. So in some ways, I feel like I've disappointed you guys, but at least, like, yeah, I just want you to know that what we do is like we just try to make the world a better place and like a kinder place, and it's not easy. Like every day is a challenge. Sometimes you feel like you're not making any progress,
Yeah.
but at least now I'm doing something that I love, and I'm in some way it makes me happy to hear that all you ever wanted is for me to do good in this world, and I feel like that's what like I'm doing now. So it might not seem like much, but I hope you can take comfort in knowing that like I'm doing good for other people.
Yes, oh my darling. Come. What's it all? Okay. You got a kind heart. You're very kind too.
Yeah, I remember you always wanted me to be. Like, you're like, oh, you want me to be a doctor and everything. And like, yes, I think I definitely love helping people, but not through the conventional ways of
That's
like being a
okay.
doctor or something.
Yeah. Like if you can help people, but okay. The other thing is I want to. Sometimes I'm also a bit concerned about like being the like your type of community. I'm also sometimes concerned that people will treat you people badly.
Mm.
This is what I'm concerned also.
Yes.
So I just
Like
have to make sure you
online,
people.
we definitely there's like hateful comments, there's mean comments, but I think I've learned to deal with it a lot better. I actually find them funny now. I give this example often, even if it's like, does pineapple belong on pizza? If you look to the comment section, there's like, it's a huge argument. It's like World War III for such a simple topic.
Yeah.
And that's the same. Like whether people support you for being gay or not,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we realize it doesn't matter to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
We are trying to build something that we can put good out into this world. And it's like, it's the message. Maybe I got it from you, but at the end of the day, I don't care what religion you are, and I don't really have a religion that I care about. As long as you're a good person, you're not a douchebag. That's my religion. Like, be nice and don't be an asshole,
Yeah.
and the world will be a better place.
Yeah. But see, you have to remember we can't save the world, okay?
No, we can't. No one
can't
can
save
save the world, but you can put good
You can
out
you
into
can
it.
just do what you can. We like to be kind and stuff, but sometimes we need to look after have to look after ourselves first.
Correct, which is
You
the
know?
balance that we're finding, like trying to find something that we actually enjoy doing
Yeah.
and that we can support ourselves,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like that we can make a difference, right?
Yeah.
And like we realize we don't care about money. Like that's one of the things that I loved about him. He has enough money. He's very easily content. So it's like actually me who's pushing him to try to do more. I think a part of him wants to do more, but he doesn't know what that looks like. When I chose to leave my job and not get another job, I knew there were sacrifices that we had to make, and one of them was like not living in a big house, not having a big mortgage, which is
It's perfect. Yeah.
is very small. Yeah.
As I say, money is not the most important, but it's a necessity. You need to buy grocery, you need to do this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I tell Peter this regularly, but I'm happier now than I've ever been because now I'm actually doing something that I care about, right? Previously, when I was working, making like good money, I was really, really unhappy, really unhappy. So I think it's like I said, it's not a lot of money. It's like it what we make of social media does not cover our living expenses, right? But we're building something that hopefully will lead to us being able to do that. And once you're able to do that, it means that you can do something that you love whilst being able to meet your basic needs. Yeah. All right. Thanks, mommy.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Oh
chatting with us.
no,
Yeah.
no, you most welcome. That's actually my true opinion, and like I wish you both, a good happy life together.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
hardest part has been, I think, when you do social media, there's so many types of ways to create. What you're doing is creating content, right? So videos for people to watch. There's so many types of ways to do it. There are ways to do it that will get you very big very fast, which we've done before, but we don't like it.
yeah. The goal is not just get big, but also be happy while we're doing it. Because if the goal is to just make money, we can just
We
work
could do
normal
something
job.
else. Yeah, go back and
So-
get a
So
corporate
the
job,
goal is to be happy and make money, which takes time because we
which is
don't know.
harder than just making money.
Well, Mama wish you people success. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
supporting us.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, we always Papa and I is always there.
Yeah.
And our house always open. The door is open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope
You do.
one day, like I think we'll keep working at this, and I hope one day we can show you what we've created. Yeah,
Well,
it's not going to happen overnight.
no, to me it doesn't, like financial and stuff like that. It's not the most important for me. It's like your sanity, your happiness, and you can earn a decent living. That's all I care about. Okay, love you
Thanks,
both
mommy.
boys.
Thank you.
Idea. Okay.
Thanks for watching until the end of the video. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
If there's anything you guys want us to discuss, please leave it in the comments below. See you next time.